All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops of Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and peace and salutation unto the hopeful elect. This is the brother Bakwasha. I'm going to start here in the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, verse 16. It says, "An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood." And so I want to start here because I'm going to play a clip here in a second. And I recommend brothers check out the whole video. But this one segment jumped out at me because this system is a system of oppression. And when you go into the word there, pit, that word pit goes into a system. You know, obviously pit is a deep ditch as well. But that's essentially where our people are, you know, and Yahawashi has preserved the hopeful elect, the 1/3, to actually escape, you know, this pit, escape, you know, these wiles of the devil. And most of what Esau has been able to do through lies, through propaganda, through idolatry, is being able to speak smooth things to our people and cause them to err. And so, but he's only doing that as a means of deception and manipulation. Okay. And he uses money, he uses celebrities, he uses all of these tools, okay, to continue to cause our people to err. And so I just wanted to start here because, I mean, it shows that that hatred that these Edomites, these so-called white people, these other heathen nations have for our people is only increasing. It's not going to taper. It's not going to fade. And his whole mission, if he were able, okay, would be to destroy the children of Israel. Okay, so Kal Halalyam La Yahawah, that Yahawashi has an elect, okay, that's reserved, okay, for salvation. And Lord willing, we are those men, and Lord willing, you know, as we continue to do the service of Yahawashi, those in which we lead of our household will also be covered. Okay, so let's bring out a couple other quick scriptures that coincide with that same thought process. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 13, and I'm gonna start at verse 4. It says, "If thou be for his profit, he will use thee. But if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee. If thou have anything, he will live with thee. Yea, he will make thee bear and will not be sorry for it." Okay. And that's Esau's system. Okay. System of debt. Okay. You can read that in Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. Okay. This debt-based system. And this debt-based system really is just a form of enslavement. Okay. You know, 2/3 of our people have no idea that they're still in slavery. Okay. It's just not chattel slavery. It's economic slavery. Okay. And ultimately, you know, through disobedience is why our people, we are in this situation. But I wanted to play just this quick clip. This is from Chris Hedges. He's been talking about the downfall of America for quite some time. But the way in which this segment is worded, it just brings to light how this eroding of the middle class and of the lower class is orchestrated, and showing that, as the scripture says, if he have need of thee, Salakia, verse 4, Sirach 13 and 4, "If thou be for his profit, he will use thee. but if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee. So let's play this quick clip, and Lord will, it'll be edifying.
I mean, in a free market society, all of those companies like Goldman Sachs would have gone into bankruptcy. But we don't live in a so-called free market. We live in a kind of bizarre species of corporate socialism. So in the end process...
And those entities of corporate socialism are lumping and have a herd mentality propaganda that they're pushing, which is the reason why if you buck up against the narrative, whatever that narrative may be that Esau is pushing, okay, the herd is supposed to overcome your own thought process and the ability for you to think critically. But I just wanted to throw that in there real quick.
Bankruptcy. But we don't live in a so-called free market. We live in a kind of bizarre species of corporate socialism. So in the end process of decayed states, you have forces in essence cannibalizing the state itself, which is where we are. I mean, a poor person of color on the streets of Camden, New Jersey are worth nothing to the state. Put them behind bars, they're worth $40,000 or $50,000 a year to prison contractors and food service companies and phone card companies. And that is something that is very real, but often not even understood by the victims themselves.
So I'm gonna play that one more time, but it goes into, and I'm gonna read the scripture again. If thou be for his profit, he will use thee. You see, Esau will put our people in jail just to actually make more money off of the lack of freedom that they now currently have. Okay, it says, but if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee. And so even with this whole, planned demic, okay, all of these are in concert together, okay, to destroy our people, if that were possible. As scripture says, he would deceive the very elect, okay? But the people that are going to fall for this are 2/3 anyway. But my point is just to highlight the deception, okay, and the reason why he'll advertise for Jake to take the jump shot. He'll advertise for Jake to commit crime, play it in all the music, okay, highlight that, glorify it, okay, and then when Jake is captured, in this quote unquote system, okay, the punishment for those same crimes is heightened. And the reason why it's heightened is because then Esau can now use Jake for his corporations, just another form of cheap labor. Instead of it being outsourced, now he uses the patty patrol, okay, these centurions, okay, to do his dirty work, okay, to keep this wicked ass system of deception and wickedness afloat, man. So I just wanted to play that one more time, and then we'll get a couple scriptures.
Forces in essence cannibalizing the state itself, which is where we are. I mean, a poor person of color on the streets of Camden, New Jersey are worth nothing to the state. Put them behind bars.
They're worth nothing on the streets, okay? But what is he about to say here?
They're worth $40,000 or $50,000 a year.
Put them behind bars, okay? And they're worth $40,000 to $50,000 a year, okay? Not that they're getting paid that. It can produce that for these wicked companies, man, okay? This is Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction. Now, obviously, Jake is committing crime. It is what it is. But the point is that while in these prison industrial complexes, okay, that the time that Jake is in there is not only slavery, okay, just as it was in chattel slavery, okay, but it's producing profit for Esau. Okay, let's read that one more time in Sirach 13:4. if thou be for his profit, not for everybody's profit. He will use thee, but if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee. If thou have anything, he will live with thee. Yea, he will make thee bare. Okay, make thee bare. Okay, and will not be sorry for it. All right. Back in Micah 2:10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction. Okay. Now let's read this in the book of Ezekiel, the 23rd chapter, because this is a part of that punishment that Yahawashi has bestowed on our people, okay, for following in the ways of the heathen, okay, believing these lies, okay, thinking that this is your rest. This is Ezekiel 23:27. Thus will I make thy lewdness to cease from thee, and thy whoredom brought from the land of Egypt, so that thou shalt not lift up thine eyes unto them, nor remember Egypt any more. For thus saith the Lord Yahawah, behold, I will deliver thee into the hand of them whom thou hatest, in the hand of them from whom thy mind is alienated. And they shall deal with thee hatefully, and shall take away all thy labor, and shall leave thee naked and bare. And the nakedness of thy whoredoms shall be discovered, both thy lewdness and thy whoredoms. I will do these things unto thee, because thou hast gone a whoring after the heathen, and because thou art polluted with their idols. Okay? So once again, what are the idols that Esau presents to our people? Okay, Christianity, Caesar Borgia. Okay, this pseudo lifestyle. Okay, you know, these Federal Reserve notes. Okay, just the whole idea of this being a land of possibilities, when it's a land of confusion, it's a land of wickedness. Okay. And our people are still going after all of these idols, okay? Whether it be self-indulgence, you know, making every man making himself an idol, okay? Whether it be, you know, people worshiping, you know, sports, celebrities, their jobs, money, okay? All of those things are a snare unto our people, okay? And it says, verse 30, I will do these things unto thee, because thou hast gone a whoring after the heathen. Okay, let's grab this word here, whoring. Okay,
Strong's H2181. Zana.
It says to commit fornication, to be a harlot, play the harlot. Okay, to be unfaithful to Yahawashi, to commit adultery, to force into prostitution, to commit fornication. And that's why the scriptures talk about, you know, what shall a man, you know, give for an exchange of his soul? You know, there's no profit. Okay, there's no profit in you going a whoring, okay, or being unfaithful to Yahawashi. Okay, this is Mark chapter 8, verse 37. It says, or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? Let me read 36 real quick. Mark chapter 8, verse 36. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? And is exactly what Esau is doing, making this whole place a pit, a system, okay, a slippery slope, okay, that our people think that they're going to gain some type of traction, when everything here in this society is geared against our people, and anything of righteousness. Okay, that's why scripture says, my people are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. Because Esau doesn't set up anything good in this society. That's why the only thing that's good is the Holy Scriptures, man. Okay? So that was that point about, you know, going a whoring. It says, Ezekiel 23:30, I will do these things unto thee because thou hast gone a whoring after the heathen. These wicked holidays, okay? And because thou art polluted with their idols, okay? This is Isaiah chapter 42, verse 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled, okay? Let's play that again, Salat. This is a people robbed and spoiled, okay?
Kind of bizarre species of corporate socialism. So,
and what's corporate socialism? Okay, like with the whole thing, with the whole Balenciaga stuff, or with any of these brand names, and they'll publicize something lewd, but then they'll get the popularity of the people, right? And then they get the popularity of the people, and then the people start to wear it, the clothing. You see? And then what happens is the people's heart, their mind, their love, okay, now is in continuing to be more materialistic, okay, feeding the flesh, okay, robbed and spoiled, ultimately spiritually robbed and spoiled, but then also physically and materialistically, physically spoiled as well. Okay, made no account of our labors. Okay, literally, the whole system is based on Jake being 2/5 of a man, 3/5 of a man, whatever the case may be. Okay, you're not gonna get any type of longevity, any type of everlasting kingdom here in this society, man. Okay. But that corporate socialism does that, okay? Because all of these corporate entities are not here for your benefit, okay? No, they don't care about our people in general, okay? They care about that bottom line, and they care about more and more Jakes wearing their clothing, talking about the new J's they got, okay? And then they want you to get on Facebook and then tell all your friends so you can spread the word, okay? And continue to make yourself vain, to continue to make yourself empty. And now there's a whole society full of drones, okay? And being led to the slaughterhouse, okay? They give you the gun and the bullets, and they put it right there in front of you. Okay, it's just not in a physical sense. It's now your cell phone. Now it's the TV. Now it's the food. All of these things over the course of time completely destroy, and rob and spoil people. Okay, and while ultimately, the elites, they got their own foods. They push these fast foods, to Jake. But then they have, food flown in from different areas of the world. And I just say all of this to say that how all of this is not our rest, man, because it's polluted, right? So back in Isaiah 42:2, but this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses, okay? They are for a prey, and none delivereth, for a spoil, and none saith restore. Okay, and that's the situation that we're in. That's why we call on Yahawashi, man, to deliver us, because there is no other redeemer. Okay, there is no other way. All right, so let's play this real quick, going into the prison houses, and let me read that last part again. It says, but this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, okay? And they are hid in prison houses, for they are for a prey, and none delivered, for a spoil, and none saith restore. All right?
Kind of bizarre species of corporate socialism. So in the end process of decayed states, you have forces in essence cannibalizing the state itself, which is where we are. I mean, a poor person of color on the streets of Camden, New Jersey are worth nothing to the state. Put them behind bars, they're worth $40,000 or $50,000 a year to prison contractors and food service companies and phone card companies. And that is something that is very real, but often not even understood by the victims themselves.
And why is it not understood by the victims themselves? Because of this pollution, this darkness, this gross darkness that's covered the earth, the lies, the sorcery, the witchcraft, the pollutants of Esau, the so-called white man. Okay? Now we as men of the Lord, Yahawashi has called us, the Lord willing, chosen us to go out and preach this word, man. You know, as scripture says, it's a locket. Let me pull it up. Because these are the things that our people need to hear, man. You know, that's the spirit, because this is in the same chapter. This is Isaiah chapter 42 and verse 7. It says, to open the blind eyes, to bring out the prisoners from the prison. You know, and ultimately that's talking about, you know, the 1/3 and the elect, because Lord willing, we are those men, but we're the only ones that are going to actually have our eyes open, man. Okay? To have that eye salve, to see what's going on in this world of darkness, man. To open the blind eyes, to bring out the prisoners from the prison, and them that sit in darkness out of the prison house. Okay? So yeah, I just wanted to go into that real quick, because that's how our people are supposed to know and understand where we are, you know, and how to actually escape. Okay? How to actually be delivered, to not be a prey. Okay? Because right now that's all our people are. Okay, a prey to this wicked system. Okay, literally whoring, okay, fornicating, okay, with these wicked idols, okay, and this system that's geared towards destroying our people. So just wanted to go into that real quick. Got one more scripture, Lord will. This was edifying for the elect. This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 16. It says, therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. So, yeah, hey, you know, Esau has a short time of him preying on our people, you know, putting them in prison houses, you know, playing off the ignorance of our people, you know, and continuing to, you know, turn them into zombies, you know, for this wicked ass society, man. Because Yahawashi is currently, you know, creating that time to where, you know, all the fishers are gonna become hunters, and Esau is gonna be a prey. So, Lord will, that was edifying for the elect. Until next time, I'm gonna say, Shalom.